Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are doing well at home. Welcome back to my class. So, today we will be discussing the textbook bits as we have completed lesson explanation. Please, children, take out page number 139 of 11th lesson Home Sweet Home. Now, let's see reading. Answer these questions. First question is, where were Mole and Rat returning from? Can you guess, children? Yes, they were returning from a long day's outing. Second, why did Mole feel that his house was begging him to return? Yes, Mole missed living in his own house, and when he smelled it, it made him feel as if it were begging him to return. Next, third question, what was the name of Mole's house? Mole End. Very good. Fourth, how did Rat and Mole know that someone was outside their door? Yes, as they went to the taking dinner, somebody was shuffling of small feet and murmur of tiny voices, so that they got to know that someone is outside their door. Next, fifth, how did Mole and Rat spread some Christmas cheer? By sharing the dinner with the field mice. Okay, very good. Next, this B bit is not necessary, children. No need to write this. We will be going for C bit. Answer in detail only first question. No need of second also. Please keep it wrong. Now, let us see first question. What did Mole and Rat see at the village? What did they see? Yeah, it was very quite dark. And they saw that the window panes on either side of the street shone from the light glowing in each cottage or house. So they started peeping through the windows and they saw a family at a dining table and another in a drawing room. And the people were chatting and laughing. Very good. Next, this D bit, E bit is not necessary. Now let us go for grammar bit. The mice loved the scones and cocoa. Here the mice is subject and loved the scones and cocoa is predicate. What do you mean by subject and what do you mean by predicate? Now let us see. Subject of a sentence here is nothing but it tells us who or what the sentence is about and is usually a noun or a pronoun. Usually comes at the beginning of a sentence. These are the three rules of the subject. So how can we identify? Subject should be the name of a noun or a pronoun, and it always at the beginning of the sentence and it tells who or what the sentence is about. Okay, this was the subject. Now comes predicate. Predicate is nothing but it is the rest of the sentence with the verb. Here loved is verb. Okay, so that we can identify that from the verb it starts predicate and it tells more about the subject. Now for example, Zareen loves puris. Here Zareen is the noun, right children, and it is at the beginning of a sentence. So it will be subject. And loves puris. Here loves is nothing but verb. From verb the predicate starts. Who loves puris? Zareen. It tells about who or what the sentence is about. Now, next, I have short hair. Here I is noun, nothing but, or else you can say pronoun. Here pronoun is the subject. And have short hair. Have is a verb. From verb the predicate starts. So that you can identify it easily. Don't worry, this detailed explanation I have said in the another video. So please do watch, or else you can go through my YouTube channel, that is English Chatty Rocks. So there you can find the pronunciation, different types of words and the grammar part. Okay, I hope you will watch, children. Now let us see, based on this subject and predicate, exercise A. Circle the subject and underline the predicate in these sentences. First one, I ate my breakfast. Here I is pronoun, that is nothing but subject. Ate my breakfast comes predicate. Okay. Next. Second. Ritika is writing a letter. Here Ritika is the subject. Noun. You have to circle. And is writing a letter. Here is helping verb. So the verb starts predicate. Next. Third. Grandmother is telling us a story. Here grandmother is noun. Okay, is telling us a story will be a predicate. Here is helping verb. Next, fourth, Abdul gave us chocolates for his birthday. Here Abdul is noun, so subject. We have circle. And gave us chocolates for his birthday. Here gave is verb. So from verb, predicate starts. Next, fifth, they are here to play the match. Here they is nothing but subject, pronoun. And are here to play the match is the predicate. Here are is the helping verb. Now, Mole has the best plum jam in the world. Mole and Rat had scones and jam for supper. Look at this table. In the present tense, whenever I comes, you have to use just verb, play. And whenever he or she comes, you have to use plays. We are adding s. And when they or we comes, we have to use only single verb play. We should not add s. When we should add, whenever he, she, it comes, we have to use plays. We have to add s. Now, one more bit. Here comes the present continuous tense. Here present continuous tense nothing but we have to add ing to the verb. I am playing. He or she is playing. They or we are playing. Whenever they or we comes, we have to use are. Okay. Whenever he or she comes, we have to use is. Whenever I comes, you have to use am. Very good. Next, past tense. Past tense, in the past tense, we have to add ed to the verb. Suppose I play, we have to add ed. It will become played. She or he played. They or we played. Okay. If a subject is singular, its verb must also be singular. Suppose the child plays happily. Okay. If a subject is plural, its verb must also be plural. The children play happily. Here children is plural and play is also plural. Here singular child, whenever child comes you have to use singular verb plays. Okay, I hope you have understood, children. The remaining bits I will be explaining you in the next video. So till then, please complete the textbook part. Take care. Bye-bye.